Welcome back to English Plot Twist. This is your premium space to master the fluent, elite American English you have always dreamed of. Forget dry grammar rules. Here, we activate your vocabulary and pronunciation naturally through highly addictive, cinematic stories. If you are ready to elevate your skills and unlock your ultimate confidence, sit back and listen closely. The Cracked Mirror. Grace was a 28-year-old violinist who played in a local theater orchestra. Despite her incredible talent, she suffered from intense performance anxiety. She was convinced that the audience only focused on her mistakes. Before every concert, she would spend hours staring at her reflection in her dressing room mirror, obsessing over her hair, her posture, and her nervous expression. She believed that unless she performed flawlessly, people would judge and dislike her. One evening, right before a major solo performance, Grace accidentally knocked over her small wooden mirror. It fell onto the hard floor, cracking right down the center into two uneven halves. Panicked, Grace picked up the cracked mirror and looked at herself. The sharp crack distorted her image, splitting her reflection in two. An elderly backstage technician named Henry saw her distress and walked over. "Don't worry about the glass, miss," Henry said gently. "It's just a reflection." "It's ruined," Grace murmured, her voice trembling. "Just like my performance is going to be if I make one wrong note." Henry smiled warmly and pointed to the cracked mirror. "You know, miss, when people look at a cracked mirror, they don't blame the mirror for being broken. They just see the light bouncing off the edges. The audience didn't come tonight to judge a perfect machine. They came to feel real emotion from a human heart." His words struck a deep chord inside Grace. She realized that her fear of judgment was completely self-made. People weren't watching her to catch her mistakes. They were listening to feel the music. When Grace stepped onto the stage 5 minutes later, she didn't try to be flawless. She simply played from her soul, letting her passion flow through the violin. She missed one minor note in the middle of her solo, but instead of panicking, she kept going with a soft smile. When the song finished, the entire theater erupted into a standing ovation. Grace walked off the stage with tears of joy in her eyes. She kept the cracked mirror on her desk as a permanent reminder. You don't need to be perfect to shine. True beauty and connection happen when you stop worrying about judgment and simply share your authentic self with the world.